Even with hair loss, I had more hair than I do now. Don't want to talk about it. What am I yapping? We're watching the... sorry. Oh yeah, right, fun drink, sorry. What am I mixing together? I don't know. Also, I forgot to take down the Christmas stuff. It's kind of taking down itself, but no, we're not gonna talk about that. Oh, ice. Yes, I am using cups. No, I'm not ashamed of it. Why does it sound like that? Ooh, why did I shake them?
Hey, that's pretty good.
Great. I don't really care. Let's go. I put on a sweater because it's cold in my room, I don't know why. In today's video, I will be rewatching the short film that I made when I was 18. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Because I haven't seen that since I re-edited it. You don't know it. I have edited this movie like 4 times. There's 4 different versions of it. That's the 4th and final version that I put on YouTube. And yeah, I have my laptop here and I'm gonna watch it. So I don't know if I'm focused or not. Wait, I can also just... Oh, I'm not focused. Okay, wait, let me start. Wait. Okay, wait, give me 1 second. You know what? I never cared about this shit before. I don't know why I'm doing this now. The Cancer Card, a short film. Let's see if I... Oh, look at that! It's the first thing that pops up right after cancer. Animated short film, animated sad film, animated short film. I kind of want to watch that one though. I'm ready, I guess.
Listen,
I don't
know if the story actually began there. It probably didn't, but I know that the pain did.
Oh, it's dramatic. Oh my god, I miss Zahlim.
Spending part of my summer vacation in the city where my mom grew up.
I gotta say, the voice quality, like the audio quality, they gave me like a, what do you call it? Like a MP3 player thingy to record on, something like that. I forgot the name. It was crazy. I was recording on that in my mom's old car in the garage so that there won't be like any background noises. Which didn't really work that well because, you know, they were still around and it pissed me off. But yeah, well, what can you do? What can you do? For this version, the final version, I got this microphone, which I plugged right here. And I was like, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how much longer I've got because my camera's not that charged.
One night, my mom and my uncle had decided to take me and my sister to the local fun fair.
I was a baby! Oh my god, I was so tiny!
When we were walking home, my left leg started to hurt me, and it was an unfamiliar kind of pain.
You know what's funny? Watching me walk up there, I did not realize that I was having a limp. Wow, I just tricked my own mind. Great. Okay, anyways. I did what every normal child would do in such a situation. I complained and cried. I still complain and cry. Oh my god, the jewelry!
On this day, 13 years ago, my story officially began.
I still have the card here. Look, it's just a lot of things stuck up there, but I don't know if you can see it. I have it on stuff. Okay, never mind. Oh.
Back at home, I was attempting to lose some weight in just that one leg by swinging back and forth on a pink Disney princess gymnastic.
Oh my god! Do you see the date? That's gonna be... This was 20 years ago! Ah!
As my mom was cleaning the kitchen, she saw me moving around like an idiot.
What is this picture?
What I was doing exactly. When I told her, she put down the things she was carrying and set them.
Even with hair loss, I had more hair than I do now. Don't want to talk about it.
To me and started asking further questions. The fact that it was 6 p.m., Dad wasn't home yet, and that she didn't own a car did not stop her from taking me to the hospital.
This is low-key so good. What the fuck?
Both. In the hospital, they took an x-ray of my legs, and for some reason it took them 3 hours to figure out that there was something wrong with it. After the long wait, the doctor said that it might be a more serious problem, and that it might be a better idea to go to the children's hospital. Honestly, I never understood the meaning of all those medical terms, and I couldn't tell you what they exactly were.
That is low-key so good!
Metastasen, also dass der Tumor eigentlich auch in die Lunge gestreut hatte.
Yeah. That is something I didn't understand until like very recently. I thought I had a lung surgery like way after, but that was not the case. I was actually, one part in the video is where I'm in the intensive care station, and that was actually when I had my lung surgery. Yeah, that was that, and I didn't know that. It was like a false memory moment. I thought it was like the moment where I was high on morphine. I don't know what that surgery was, but yeah, I guess. I don't know, my hair looks very shit, I'm so sorry. I should have washed it or something.
They did not quite tell me the story that way.
They did not, no. I filmed that myself. I was holding like the tripod like this, and I was like, It was right here, right here. That's crazy.
Explaining anything to me anyway, I remember me using the terms they used in this book. Chemo Casper. The solution to the problem was basically illustrated. Chemotherapy. I had root cells, aka cancer, and only the Chemo Casper and his doppelganger gang knew how to defeat them.
Every time a child came up to me and asked me, what is wrong with you? What happened to your leg? Like, why do you walk like that? I would be like,
I have root cells.
And then I expected everyone to know what that was. Yeah, and I thought saying cancer was like, that's not cool. Like, the cool way to say it is like, root cells. That's the way to go. I was convinced, man. I was convinced. Also for the subtitles, I went to Netflix and typed in like Spider-Man. And then I put on the subtitles to see where it comes. Like, because like, is it under the bar? Is it in over the bar? Is it in the... I didn't know because I wanted to have like cinema bars. And then I wanted subtitles because they are talking in German sometimes. And I swear to God, the stupid camera cutting me off. I can't. I watched how to make those cinema bars. Okay, that's it.
At that time, we had several issues to face. Of course, it was the age. The age means that there is a lot of growth left. For her, this was completely impossible. So right away, she urged me to do something else.
Yeah, so shout out to my mother. We love her, we appreciate her, and everything she's done for me. She was always there, and I was like, Mommy, Mommy! Oh my God, I was such a baby. What the fuck? I remember this dress. I love this dress. Yeah, anyways, can you tell I have ADHD? I don't know. Okay.
I remember I was really depressed because I was convinced...
I think the only person that wasn't depressed was me. Because I didn't know shit. Like, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know I was able to die.
Being planted a groin prosthesis. I never did a groin prosthesis in a patient at 6 years.
This was 24th of February 2009. It was right after I turned 6. The only condition I wanted was that we do my first surgery after I was 6, like after my birthday. Because I still wanted to be able to bend my leg with 6 years old. So I can say, I can still do that. Okay, things that I didn't include in the short film because they were too hard for me to watch. Actual images of the first surgery where they took out the bone and replaced it with the groin prosthesis, where my leg was basically open. And the fun thing is, as a child, okay, as a 6-year-old, I was able to see that. As an 8-year-old, I was able to see that and look at it and be like fascinated and shit. As soon as I turned 12, that is where I couldn't do that anymore. That is where it stopped. That is where I couldn't look at my leg being open during surgery. That was the moment where I realized, oh my God, I could die. Samantha, why are you acting like a little bitch? I turned you off. It wasn't turned off. I'm here? Okay, cool. Ah, my mom. I recorded that thing twice. My mom was not acting in this scene, she was just looking at it and she was like, sad.
أنا كنت بس حس حالي هيك ما عندي قوة وكذا أطلع فيك وإذا فانيسا اللي هي المرض فيها وعم تقدر تكون بهالقوة ليش أنا ما بدي أكون قوية؟ كنت أخذ القوة عن جد مني، ولا أنا خايفة عليها ولكن هي كيف أخذتها بكل بساطة بكل طبيعية.
My mom always tried to be by my side.
I sound like I'm crying.
She would ask for an extra mattress to spend the night at the hospital. Just
You can see the extra mattress being at the hospital, right? Here. We love Mama.
there was just that one time where I had, well, something serious besides cancer. And
That was cancer. It was cancer and it was a long operation. I did not get that. I only found out about it like very recently, actually. That's concerning. And that also made me realize why doctors kept saying, your lungs are very strong. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why the fuck am I always like out of breath when I'm climbing up the stairs or like talking right now? And it turns out they're strong even though I had surgery. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
and therefore I had to spend one night in the intensive care unit. Of course, Mom couldn't stay for long, but as usual, I had no idea. I could have sworn that she was there right before I fell asleep, but when I woke up at 2 a.m., she just wasn't there. No one was. For the first time in my life, I was all alone. The sound of crying children filled the air, along with the sound of beeping machines. A few nurses.
You wanna know who the crying children are in the background? Me and my sibling, aged 18 and 20. That was when my sibling was still living here. I was editing actually, and then I was like, yo bro, can you like cry like a baby for a minute? And they were like, yeah, sure. And then I just hit record and they started doing like, I chimed in and then I just pitched up the voice and I did 2 layers of that, so it sounds like several children crying. Every time I hear this, it sounds so real, but it's just like me and my sibling actually just crying like babies.
And some small and weakly shining lights. I called the nurse. I probably said something like, I want my mommy. So at some point she pulled out the phone, dialed my house number, and
That's the bus station, by the way. That's the bus station with a lot of mirroring. I see why the fuck did I do that, but yeah.
I wasn't used to her not being around.
This is such a perfect picture. It's like that.
Or no one being around me. Honestly, there wouldn't have been a single smile on my face in that time if it hadn't been for my family. Just seeing them, I felt happy. Knowing that they were around me, supporting me, and not leaving me alone, that really gave me strength.
I look so creepy. Damn, me in my prime, yo. Wait. Me in my prime.
I was figuring out, how Vanessa might react when we come in and what she will say, and I was prepared to go through a storm.
To be honest, I was just pissed.
Me being pissed, so real, still am, all the time, I don't know. I don't think I've changed as a person. I realize now, okay. I need to charge my camera. Give me a sec, I'll be right back. And we're back. Oh my god, my old school. Damn. The style.
Oh, you're right, microwave popcorn also exists. I totally forgot about that. Not
So
that I don't eat popcorn. I mean, I do, just not microwave popcorn.
Vanessa, tycker du om popcorn?
I mean, not to brag or anything. I do make awesome popcorn. But
My hair. It was looking so good. What happened? Okay, I know what happened. Don't bleach your hair before you go to the beach all summer long. Now that's an unspoken rule, because it makes sense, but I just kind of... Samantha, stay where you're supposed to stay. I can't deal with you right now. Okay, got it now.
We were asking ourselves in the team, how do we, deal with Vanessa?
How do we deal with Vanessa is always a very important question almost every person should ask themselves. How do you deal with Vanessa? You don't. You let Vanessa deal with you. Fuck. I was trying, so never mind. I made this movie in 2021, I realized. That was 5 years ago. What the fuck?
Disneyland, I got in for free.
I can't enter Disneyland for free anymore. I only get half off. That made me sad. Anyways.
The Louvre Museum, free entrance, baby. The Castle of Versailles, Just had to show him my cancer card, and those suckers let me in. Europa Park? Well, okay, I got 16% off, but still, I mean, I was allowed to cut in line. I mean, since it's not bothering me that...
Why? I'm just not gonna comment on that. I'm not gonna... Also, that cut, bro, I can't with that cut.
Why not just use it to my advantage?
Exactly.
At this point, you might be wondering why I can't bend my leg, and if this whole prosthesis situation even hurt. It's not the entire leg that gives me the will to kill myself. No, just 2 screws and 1 sensor do the magic. Usually, I just feel the lower screw making her way through my flesh. But sometimes, when I walk more than I normally do, her sister, the upper screw, joins in on the torture process.
Those screws have been removed in 2022. Bye-bye screws. And guess what? It still hurts. It still hurts. Yeah. Not on the same... Okay, yes, at the same spot. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Also, the doctors don't know why, but that's fine. For some reason, I look older when I was 5 with hair than I did when I was 6 or 7. I did not just say that. I did not just say 6, 7.
You know when I realized that I could have died? When I was 12.
Which was exactly 20 years ago. No, oh my god, I can't do math. Which was exactly 10 years ago.
Then I had that 3rd leg surgery.
And that was January 16th.
By 16th, I mean 2016.
Do you see it? January? I remember it was the 12th of January. And today, the 12th. The 12th of God damn it. 12th of January. Facts.
By the way, I had 6 surgeries in total, and only 3 of them were performed on my leg.
Now I've had 7 surgeries in total. Oh my god, I keep bumping into things.
The morning of my surgery, I was panicking. When the anesthesia finally...
Bro, that was me, 9 years old or 8 years old, on drugs. They gave me morphine to, you know, not feel the pain. I don't know what surgery it was, I forgot. But they gave me morphine and I was feeling... and then I felt like the ceiling was coming down on me and I wanted to touch it because it had holes in them. Now every time I see a ceiling that has holes in it, I want to touch it. That scene was actually today, 10 years ago, so enjoy.
Mom walked with us. Tears were streaming down my face. Mom had to stop before the surgery room door, and as she waved goodbye, it shut close. The room had an icy atmosphere and was lit with cold-toned lights. A doctor looked down on me, while someone else injected something that felt like a needle right in my thigh. They asked me to move to the surgery table, my body as heavy as ever and not helpful with the moving part at all. Although the lights were getting brighter, my vision darkened. Next thing I know, I was out. Of course I woke up, and a few days after the surgery, on one afternoon, I was alone in the hospital. I had been reading a book when I realized that it was snowing outside. I laid the book down, put on some music, and turned my attention to the outside world. It was beautiful watching the snow covering the whole city in white. But this made me realize just how much I was tired of staying in place and not being able to move properly.
My hair was amazing, damn.
I wanted to go outside. Seeing everyone around me walking, running, or just standing while I couldn't move just gave me the desire to be normal again, to do whatever they could.
So... that transition! Why back to this song? I could have like continued with the other one. I'm so confused of the choice, but yeah.
I had that once. I had been able to do all that. And now I just forgotten what it feels like.
I kinda did, yeah.
When I walk, people stare at my leg. Sometimes complete strangers ask me why I walk like that.
Oh, this is I don't like this part. I don't want to watch this part actually. Also, this is very cringe, but yeah, I'm just gonna This in the Badlands scene was the first thing that I shot for the movie. My cousin helped me with this and I told her exactly, like I shot it on her first, how I wanted the frame to be. And then I told her exactly how to hold it, where to swing it and stuff. And yeah, that's how I got people to film me actually. And sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. When it didn't work, I just recorded it myself. Like I tried to.
Sometimes I wish I had leukemia instead. Then at least I wouldn't have had to be reminded of what I had to go through every day of those past 13 years.
Of course, I also wish that I didn't have cancer at all, but you know, when you wish, like the next best thing would be that. Yeah.
I just don't necessarily want to worry about having pain every day of my life.
Preach.
Just for once, I would like to feel normal again.
Preach.
Walking without having to actively think about how I should walk. Walking without having to worry about the pain that comes with walking too much. Walking without anyone staring at my leg. And living with the memory and not the souvenir that cancer brought me.
Preach. And I just walk away. Okay.
I've tried to laugh about it. Joke about it. Use it to my advantage. But at the end of the day, I'm left with the pain.
Written, directed, played and edited by Vanessa. And we'll clip this away now, and now you're just gonna see me talking. I thought the movie that I made myself when I was 18 and re-edited it when I was 19 was shit. I was convinced, okay, that's not a good movie. Like, I tried my best, but it's not the best. But watching it after 4 years, I gotta say, it's not bad. Like, it's actually good. I'm actually surprised. Like, for the ones that don't know, I study film studies. It's been 3 years, actually. Knowing that basic stuff and watching this, I was actually surprised. It took me for, I think, 5 months. I started recording stuff in August, and I finished editing it by December. Then I re-edited the movie again for screening at my school, and then I re-edited the movie to hand it in at a film festival, but I handed it in way too late and they rejected me. And then I re-edited a final time and posted it on YouTube, and I think this is the best and final form of it, and I'm very proud of what I've done like 3-4 years ago. And now to the question round. I asked on my Instagram story if people have questions about my leg, everyday struggles and other shit. First question, oh my god, so I'm sorry, I just always wanted to do that, like a question round. I feel like a real YouTuber now. Like, I asked a question and people asked back and First question, how do you feel about it now? Love you, girly. XOXO. Love you too, girl. I know who. If you're watching, I love you. How do I feel about it now? Well, the same way I felt about it like back then while making the movie. Hold on. Loki, I want to put the dramatic music that you heard in the movie. Just for dramatic effects now. And you're just gonna have to deal with it because for me it's more interesting to edit that way, so. It's an up and down. Sometimes it's totally fine, sometimes it's very shit, sometimes it doesn't work in your advantage, and sometimes it's just a disadvantage. Sometimes you want the advantage, and sometimes you don't want people to notice that you have something with your leg going on. And exactly in the moment where you need the advantage, people don't realize that you have a leg that doesn't bend and that you walk with a limp. Sometimes when I don't want people to notice, they exactly notice. I still put thought into how I walk, how I take every step. So sometimes when I'm focusing on how to walk rhythmically correct, does that make sense? Just like, you know, like balanced and stuff with focus. People exactly in that fucking moment ask me, why do you walk like that? That pisses me off sometimes. And then also in public transportation, I can't sit everywhere. Usually on a day-to-day basis, when I don't have any pain, I don't think about it, okay? It's like it's not there. And then random people on the street or strangers, really strangers, stop me and they ask me, yo, what up with your leg? Or, yo, get well soon. Shit like that. And I'm like, well, What's advice for people going through that right now? My advice is basically as simple as it sounds. Don't think about it that much. And the way I saw it was like, it's a dark phase, but there is light at the end of the tunnel and you will get through that. You just have to power through. And then when you're out of the tunnel, of course, there's still a road to go. And the road that you go is bumpy. Sometimes you still go through a tunnel. Things you can do to make it more tolerable, I can't talk anymore, is distract yourself. It's obviously cry about it as much as you need to, but don't swallow yourself in that darkness, if that makes sense. Just set it aside for a moment and just focus on what makes you happy. Like, do things that make you happy. If it's like reading a book, watching TV, drawing, talking to loved ones, listening to music, making your own music, whatever. Just do stuff that just takes your mind off of that. And then in times when you need it, just like get back to that. You can also do it with other problems in your life, I guess. That's how I do it. If I need to process something, I just like sit down and think about it. I put on music that suits the occasion and I cry about it. I think about it, I write down what I think about it, and then I set it aside, and then I just watch something that I like. You can also like start a new project or something. I don't know, whatever makes you feel happy. Of course, it also like depends on your age. Obviously, when you're a child, it's easier to forget about the dark times or something like that, or just maybe I was just oblivious as fuck. Maybe let's talk about that for a second. I had no idea what was going on, and it's like 22. So yeah, my advice, just think about happy stuff. Do what makes you happy. Distract yourself. Just distract yourself as much as possible. When you're done, when you're out of the tunnel, then process that shit. But while you're in the tunnel, don't even build a barrier or something like that. I don't know. Avoid it. And that's what I do. I don't know if that helps you, but yeah. Next question. I ask about your height and build. Random, but okay, my height is 162 centimeters, and it would have been more if I did not have cancer. I think. That's what they told me. Also, my leg is still shorter than the other one. It's not equal. And it shows sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm not fine with it. And other times I'm totally fine with it and like, yeah, I'm proud of my leg. I'm proud of that shit. It's a sign that I survived that shit. And other times I'm like, oh my god, this looks so horrible. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But at the end of the day, you can't change anything. You just have to accept your fate and move on. And that's what I do usually. But I do complain a lot because I can. The final question, I don't know if I want to answer that. I'm just gonna show you. I don't know if I want to show you. Actually, no, I don't want to show you that either. I'm not gonna share this with you. But what I will maybe consider showing you is very similar. And I'm done now. I hope this answers your question. Yeah, I think that's it with the video. I need to stop it here. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I think I've been overlit this entire time. Wait, what the fuck, I have free will. Remind yourself of that. You have free will. You have free will. I hate to break it to you, but you do. If you have more questions, ask me in the comments. Subscribe, like, and share, and comment, and fart, and wait, what? I'm tired. Okay, bye-bye.